Hi everyone, welcome to Math with Miss Call. On today's episode, we have dividing decimals by a whole number. So if we take a look at this division problem, we have 18.2 or 18 and 2/10. That is our dividend, and we're dividing that into 7 groups. That is our divisor. So I'm going to go ahead and write my problem on my paper. So I have 18 and 2/10, and I'm dividing that by 7. So decimal division, when it's by a whole number, looks exactly like regular whole number long division. The only difference is I'm going to take my decimal point and I'm going to pop it straight up into my quotient. So you want to make sure you keep it exactly lined up so it's in the right place value. And now you just divide like normal. So can 7 go into 1? Nope, I can make no groups of 7. So now I'm going to look at 18. How many times can 7 go into 18? It can go in 2 times. 7 times 2 is 14. When I subtract 18 minus 14, I'm going to get 4. 4 is smaller than my divisor, so I'm on the right track. And now I'm going to bring down my 2 and just start all over again. So 7 goes into 42 6 times. 6 times 7 is 42. And for this problem, I get no remainder. So my answer is 2 and 6/10. Let's try another one. If you want to pause the video and try this before you see me do it, go ahead. So I'm going to do 227.2 divided by 8. So I have 227 and 2/10, and I'm dividing that by 8. Again, my decimal is going to go straight up into my quotient. So I'll make sure that I keep all my place values lined up. That's the other most important part of this, is lining up your place values. So I will say 8 does not go into 2. I can make no groups of 8. So now I'm looking at 22. So how many 8s are in 22? Well, just 2 of them, which is 16. If you can figure out 22 minus 16 in your head, great. If not, you will regroup and get 12 minus 6, which is 6. Now I'm going to bring down my next digit. So I'm going to bring down the 7, and I have to think how many groups of 8 are in 64. So I know 8 times 8 is 64. Oh, how many groups of 8 are in 67? 8 times 8 is 64. So I'm going to subtract, and I'm going to get 3. And last time, I'm going to bring down this 2 and start dividing again. So how many groups of 8 are in 32? I have 4 groups of 8. 4 times 8 is 32. So I will get 0 as a remainder. And my answer will be 28 and 4/10. If you want to check your work with multiplication, you would do 28 and 4/10 times 8. And when you solve it, you should get the 227 and 2/10 that you started with. All right, last one. We have 4 and 45 hundredths divided by 5. So if you think about this, if this was $4.45 and you're sharing it with 5 people, there's not enough money to give everyone a whole dollar, which means that our answer is going to be less than 1 whole. So I already can tell it's going to start with a 0. So let's try out this problem. So we're going to do 4 and 45 hundredths divided by 5. Again, decimal straight up. All right, how many groups of 5 can I make with 4? I cannot make a group, so I'm going to put a 0 there. See how that's the beginning of my answer? 0 times 5 is 0, so when I subtract, I'm still going to get 4. I don't have to do that step. I can just look at how many groups of 5 in 44. So I know that 5 times 8 is 40, so I'm going to go 8 groups, which is 40. I'm going to do 44 minus 40 and get 4. And the last one, I'm going to bring down this 5. Well, if 8 groups of 5 was 40, then 9 groups of 5 is 45. So again, I do not have a remainder, and my answer would be 89 hundredths or 89 cents a person.